Good evening students. Now we will discuss about some problems of 7th standard given by students. These problems belong to different chapters. Some are from chapter number 13, some from chapter number 10 and some are from chapter number 19. Okay. Then first is question number 10 of exercise 13.2. Exercise 13.2, 13b. Question number 10. Find the measure of an angle which is 46 degree less than its complement. We find the measure of an angle which is 46 degree less than its complement. So students, first let the angle equal to x degree. Let me take the angle x, then its complement complement 90 minus x. We know about complement angles. Two angles are complement each other if the sum of two angles equal to 90 degree. So if first angle is x, then its complement is 90 minus x. Okay, 90 minus x and this is the complement of x. Then according to statement, this angle is 46 degree less than its complement. Then if we subtract this from this, then this equal to 46 degree. Okay student, according to statement 90 minus x, if we subtract this from this minus x, this equal to 46 degree. Okay, because this angle is less than 46 degree of this angle. Okay, means it's a complement. If we subtract this from its complement, then this equal to 46. Okay, then 90 minus 2x equal to 46 degree. This implies that minus 2x equal to 46 minus 90. Okay student, minus 2x equal to, then this equal to 40 in 4 minus 44, minus 2 minus cancel, then x equal to 44 by 2, then this equal to 20 in 2. Then x degree equal to 20 in 2 degree. Our angle is 22 degree. Find the measure of an angle. Then angle is x degree and there is the value of x equal to 22. So x equal to 22. Our angle is 22 degree. Okay. Then next question, question number 16. An angle is 30 degree more than 1/2 of its complement. Find angle in a degree. An angle is 30 degree more than 1/2 of its complement. Find the angle in degree. Let angle x degree. Let me take the angle x degree. Then its complement complement. What is the complement of x? Complement is 90 minus x. Okay. Then according to statement, this angle is 30 degree more than 1/2 of its complement. Then 1/2 of its complement, this equal to 1 by 2, 90 minus x. This is the 1/2 of its complement. Okay student. Then according to statement, this angle is 30 degree more than 1/2 of its complement. That means this is greater than this and equal to 30 degree. Then x minus 1 by 2, 90 minus x. If we subtract 1 by 2 of its complement from this angle, then this equal to 30 degree, because this is greater, this is more, 30 degree more. So if we subtract this from this angle, then this equal to 30. Okay. Then we take LCM 2, then 2x minus 90 minus x equal to 36 degree. Okay student, 30 degree. This is 30 degree. Okay. Then 2x minus 90 minus plus x and 2 multiply with 30, then equal to 60. 2x plus x, 50x and equal to 60 plus 90, then this equal to 150 and x equal to 150 by 3 and this equal to 50. X degree equal to 50 degree, then the measure of angle equal to x degree and this equal to 50. Okay. Next question number 17. An angle is 20 degree more than its complement. Find angle in a degree. 20 degree more than its complement. This is very easy. So first we take angle. Let angle x degree. X degree. Then its complement. Complement 90 minus x. Then according to statement, angle is 20 degree more than its complement. That means this is greater than this and equals to 20. So if we subtract this from this, 90 minus x, this equal to 20. Okay. X minus 90 plus x equal to 20. Then x 2x equal to 20 plus 90 and this equal to 110. X equal to 110 by 2 and this equal to 55 and x degree equal to 55 degree. So measure of the angle equal to 55 degree. Okay. Next I will take next proof. Then this is question number 18 of same exercise 13.2. Two angles are supplementary and the larger is 20 degree less than 3 times the smaller. The larger is 20 degree less than 3 times the smaller. Find the angles. Okay student, first we have two angles and these two angles are supplementary and we know that two angles are supplementary if the sum of two angles equal to 180. Okay, then let one angle x. Okay, then it's a supplement. Its supplementary angle 180 minus x. If this is the angle, then it's supplementary 180 minus x. Student, these angles are in such a way one is greater than the other because there is the larger and a smaller. There is two things, larger and a smaller. Let me take any one of this is larger and one is smaller. Let x is greater than 180 minus x. Let x, this angle is larger by this. Okay, larger. This means this is larger. Okay. Then according to statement, the larger is that means this angle is 20 degree less 3 times of the smaller. Then 3 times of smaller. That means 3 times of this 3 into 180 minus x. 3 times of smaller. This is larger, this is smaller, then 3 times of smaller equal to on this. And larger is less than this by 20. That means if we subtract according to statement, if we subtract x angle from this, then this equal to 20 degree because this is 20 degree less than this. If we subtract this angle by this, then this equal to 20. Okay, then 3 into this equal to 540 minus 3x minus x equal to 20. Then 540 minus 4x equal to 20. And we take 4x on right side, then 540 minus 20 equal to 4x and this equal to 520 equal to 4x and x equal to 520 divided by 4. 4143 x equal to 130. X equal to 130. That means this greater angle is 130 degree. One angle is one angle 130 degree and this is larger angle and smaller angle is 180 minus x. Then second angle 180 minus x and in place of x we write 130 and this equal to 50 in degree. Okay, then greater is 130 and smaller is 50 degree. Okay student, then this is the next question, question number 8 of exercise 19.3. Student, there is given variable, one column for variable and one column for frequency, and there is mean also given, mean x bar equal to 9, and there is the one missing number, that is a. We find the value of a. Okay, we find the missing number a. Student, according to this type of tabulation data, when variable and frequency given and mean given, we find the value of unknown. Then we know that according to this, we have a result for mean x bar equal to fx, summation fx divided by summation f. Summation fx means multiply of column f and x and complete sum. Summation f means sum of all frequency. First we find the column fx. Okay, first we find fx column, that means multiply f and x. Multiply f and x. 4 multiply 8, 32, 54, 136, 10 into 8, then 10, 8, 12 8 ja, 96, 15 4 ja, 60. This is the column for fx. We find summation fx. Summation fx, that means sum of this column. Sum of this column, that this equal to summation fx. Then 4 to 6, 6 6 12, 12 and 6 18, then 18 again 1 curly 3 1 4, 4 5 9, 9 3 12, 12 9 21, 21 and 6 27, 7, then 2 and 1 3, only 3. Students, sum of this and this, and this is a is unknown, then we add in this 10. Okay, 378 plus and 10 a. Okay, sum of complete, we add this all numerical value plus 10 a. This is summation fx. Summation fx. This is summation fx. Okay, and sum of frequency. Sum of frequency equal to, means sum of this column 8 and 9, 17, 17, 17, 34, 34 and 34 and 4, 38, 38 and 2 40, 46. This complete 46 and plus a. Okay student, summation of this column 378 plus 10a, and sum of this column 46 plus a, because a is unknown, that's why we add a. Okay, then we have result for x bar. We have result for x bar, summation fx divided by summation f. Okay, and x bar given equal to 9, and this equal to summation fx 378 plus 10a divided by summation f, is equal to 46 plus a. Okay student, then we take cross multiplication. 9 by 9 6 5, 36 and 5 41, plus 9 into a 9a, 378 plus 10a. Okay, then 10a as it is, minus 9a, and 414 minus 378. Okay, this equal to only a. 414 minus 378, 14 minus 8, this equal to 6. Then 10 minus 7, this equal to 3, and there is 3 minus 3 0, then a equal to 36. A equal to 36. Then value of this unknown equal to 36. Okay, then I will take next question from chapter number 10. The next question from chapter number 10, simple interest. Student, question number 9. At what rate of simple interest will rupees 5,000 amount to 6,050 rupees in 3 years and 4 months? Student, we find the rate of simple interest. A rate of simple interest where this rupees amount to this, that means this is sum and this equal to amount, and there is time period 3 years for a month. So first we take principal, let principal P, and this equal to 5,000 rupees. Okay, rupees 5,000. Then amount equal to, let amount denoted by A, and this equal to 6,050 rupees. Okay, and next time period, let time period denoted by T, 3 years 4 months. Okay, then we convert complete in year, this equal to 3 4 by 12. Student, 3 year complete, and this is 3 plus this is 4 months. We convert 4 months into years, then in a 1 year total 12 months, then divided by in 12, 4 1 4 and 3, then this equal to 3 plus 1 by 3. Take LCM 3, then 9 plus 1, this equal to 10 by 3. Total time equal to 10 by 3 years. Okay, 10 by 3 years time period. Let the rate of interest R. Rate of interest R%, we find the value of R. Okay, then student, if principal and the amount given, then we find simple interest. Simple interest equal to amount minus principal. This implies that amount 6,050 minus 5,000 rupees, and this equal to 1,050 rupees. 1,050 rupees, this equal to simple interest. Okay, then according to simple interest result, we have a result for simple interest, principal multiply time multiply rate divided by 100. Okay, this is the formula for simple interest, and simple interest equal to 1,050 rupees, and this equal to into principal P, in place of P we have 5,000 rupees, into time period is 10 by 3 years, and R as it is because we find the value of R. Okay, then 20 cancel out, again 1050 multiply 3 and divided by 50 multiply in 10. Okay, and this equal to R. 3 in denominator, then this in left side, this is in a numerator. Okay, and these are in a denominator divided by. Then again next 0 to 0 cancel, 5 1 5 2 and 5 1. Next 21 multiply 3, 63 by 10, this equal to R, and R percent equal to 6.3%. If we take a decimal, then 6.3, R equal to 6.3, then R percent equal to 6.3%. So rate of interest 6.3%. Okay, next is question number 12. Simple interest on a certain sum is 16 by 25 of the sum. Sum means principal. Find the rate percent and time if both are numerically equal. Student, time period and rate of interest both are numerically equal. We take both are numerically equal, and there is a simple interest, and this is 16 by 25 of the sum. So student, first we let principal or sum, and this equal to x. Okay, next simple interest equal to 16 by 25 of the sum. That means 16 by 25 of means multiply of the sum means x, and this equal to 16x by 25. Okay student, let a principal x, simple interest this, let a time period and rate of interest both are numerically equal, then we take in y. Or student, if you write principal P, then this is easy, and this is P. Okay, you let a principal P, simple interest 16 by 25 of P, 16 by P by 25, let a time period x year, and the rate of interest also x percent. Both are numerically equal means time x year and rate of interest also x percent. Okay, let me take a principal P. Okay student, then according to formula of simple interest equal to principal r multiply t by 100, then simple interest equal to 16 by 25 p equal to p multiply r, in place of r x and in place of t also x, then divided by 100. Okay, then student p to p cancel out, p to p cancel, then 16 multiply 100 divided by 25 is equal to x multiply x square. Okay, then next cancel out, 4 16 4 ja 64, this equal to x square and x equal to 64 square root and this equal to plus minus 8, x equal to plus minus 8. Student, we reject x not equal to minus 8 because time period is not in negative form, so we reject x not equal to minus 8 and then we take only x equal to 8. X equal to 8. What is the x? Time period x year, that means time period, time is x year means 8 years, and again rate percent, rate of interest x percent, that means 8% because both are numerically equal. Time period 8 year, rate of interest 8%. Okay student, these are some problems of 7th standard. I hope you like this video.